don't even get that far. Like what I had former governor, Idaho Republican Senator Jim Rich, who's like the head of the Foreign Affairs Committee. He told me, oh, because like after Grush's stuff came out, I interviewed all 100 senators.
Yeah,
You know,
that was like really great work. You like, yeah. And what was that? What was that like? Like catching all the senators? Like, is it a lot of work to like figure out where they're going to be and like how was that whole process? It was like the whole month of December, I think.
Well, yeah. So I say we're professional stalkers in the press corps, and like you kind of learn like what if it's a nice day out, Cory Booker's going to walk from his office. If it's raining, a lot of lawmakers who walk outside are going to like be in the basement. There's these underground trams in the Capitol. Mm-hmm. Older lawmakers during votes are going to be by the restroom because they got small bladders, you know. So like my job gets a little creepy, but whatever. Yeah, someone's got to do it. But like Jim Rich, who is the head of the Foreign Relations Committee in the Senate, told me I don't read UFO stories. Like, take a step back from that statement. I don't read UFO stories. So if there's like, as we heard the FBI testify this past December, but them saying they don't know what was above Jersey skies, does that mean Senator/Chairman Rich is not reading any stories about the invasion of U.S. airspace in the Northeast? Because technically, every one of those objects is a UFO. And technically, when Langley Air Force Base was shut down for 17 days in 2023, technically, and like the Pentagon just gave a briefing a year out from that to former vice presidential candidate Tim Kaine, Virginia senator, and then also Virginia's other senator, Mark Warner, who at the time was the chair of the Intelligence Committee. Now he's vice chair. Well, the Pentagon, a year after Langley, was shut down for 17 days. And that's where we have our fifth generation stealth fighter fleet, these Raptors. Langley Air Force Base is 200 miles from DC, but if you're in a stealth Raptor, you're 30 minutes from DC. Yeah. And so they are a key, essential part of the protection for the president, for Congress, for the nation's capital. Though the entire Raptor fleet, billions of dollars worth of planes, had to be moved in 2023 because of the 17-day incursion from these unknown objects. And a year after that, the base was shut down. The Pentagon told Kaine and Warner just a couple months ago that they still have no idea who or what or where or why. They don't know where those objects came from, what they were. And that's where both of them looked at me like, yes, we know we've been lied to by the executive branch before. Right. We don't think it's this, or more misled. You know, no one's going to lie to the senator, but they're going to use fancy talk to like get around it. But they're like, we don't think they were evading. We're unsettled and pissed off because they literally have no idea. So whether this is foreign adversaries, and that's where like someone like Mike Rounds kind of comes down, thinking it's foreign adversaries. Same with former astronaut Mark Kelly from Arizona. Mm-hmm. Mark Kelly is so anti-UFO. Like if I ask him about UFOs, UAPs, like his eyes roll, he laughs it off. But so I talked to him about UAS or drones. He's 100% convinced, like he's so convinced that it can't be anything extraterrestrial, that he's 100% convinced that these are foreign adversaries regularly invading U.S. airspace.
And they're still not doing anything about it.
And one of these objects just hit a fighter plane in Arizona above Luke Air Force Base, or the Barry Goldwater Field, which is literally what Kelly has been bringing up for more than a year. He brought it up with the chair of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. But for him, it's purely drones and the drone problem. Like, cool, I don't care what you call it, but your people on the ground there in the Air Force say they have no idea what it is. FBI and Border Patrol say they have no idea what it is. DOJ, I'm like, why did you bring DOJ? But they got no idea what it is. And so, yeah, just the dereliction of duty. And I think a lot of it stems from a lack of curiosity, both in the media, our fault, but then also lawmakers. And I think now that the UAP caucus has become the secrets caucus, it's kind of tainted the issue more. And so again, when I'm talking to these senators, I have to come at it from a different angle. And that's where asking them about drones, these incursions, their planes being hit. Because none of them really want to engage anymore on the UAP topic. I mean, some might, like Cory Booker told me, he's like, my staff, he's like, they can't get enough of this topic.
Yeah.
And then John Fetterman, the Pennsylvania Democrat, he is really glued into this topic. He's just not on any of the relevant committees. He's not on armed services or
So
the
Fetterman's like really, yeah. So Fetterman's really into this topic.
Fetterman's like a believer. Yeah. Well, he's like all into it. But
yeah, I've never heard that.
But he's not in. That's where you got to look at it. Askapoll.com, askapoll.uap.com. We've got his exclusive on there. And it's funny, he's just like, because now you do have some lawmakers who just come up to me and they're like, hey, like, what's the news? Anything new?
They're coming up to you.
Yeah, like I'm breaking news individually to lawmakers on the UAP topic, awesome. For better and for worse.
It's such an awesome place to be. Probably a weird place to be as well.
It's both. It's a mind fuck.
Yeah. So yeah, you